One of the many lessons I've learned after building 20 plus apps is this: you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but you can't find a solution if you don't know it even exists. Oftentimes, I try to build something from scratch only to later find there's already a library out there that does exactly what I need and could have saved me hours or even days of effort. And through trial and error, I've accumulated a list of useful libraries that solved specific problems for myself. And today I'm going to share all of them with you. So the first one is called React Snowfall. This is a simple library to add falling snow animations to your app, as you can see here. I discovered this neat little library when I was building a gamified quiz app called Canada Quiz. Just to quickly show you, this is the app where I was using it. I mentioned this app in one of my videos where I talked about how I built 11 apps in 2024. So go check that out if you want to learn the lessons I've learned basically from building all of those apps. But here is where I'm using it. So once you enter the main section of the game, you can see Snowfall, because I thought it's pretty fitting for the theme, right? It's Canada. It's a game about Canada, and it's code here, and it snows a lot. So number two, React vertical timeline. So this is a handy tool to showcase events with a vertical timeline component. So I actually thought about making it from scratch when I was building my first portfolio website. You know how they typically have a section where you showcase your work experience and education, and I was like, well, it would be cool if I can make it visually appealing by putting them on a timeline like this. And that was a time before I even built a single app, right? So I didn't even know what's out there, and that what you've thought about, chances are hundreds of thousands of other people have thought about too. So I just want to show you where I use that one. I can come here and see. So yeah, this section is where I utilize the library. You can obviously add more to it, and then you can change the icons here too. Number three, this is called simplebar React. It's a lightweight and customizable component. Let me show you how I used it. So inside one of my apps called Devfolio, this is a tool to help you build your personal site in like less than 5 minutes. When I built this app, I was still using a Windows machine, and by default, it's that ugly squared thicker bar when you scroll. It just doesn't look as nice or clean. Number four, canvas confetti. I'm sure you've seen this one before somewhere in people's apps. It's a great way to add dopamine rush for your users whenever they completed something or they click a button and then you shoot the confetti, right? It's just a delight experience, and they got so many different variations of it. Stars, snow. I didn't even know they have snow. You see? And Scoop Pride, what's that? And custom shapes, I've actually used this one before, where I customize it to using dollar sign emoji, or the bag with the money sign on it. So it's almost like raining money. Number five, React tooltip. Now there are many ways to do tooltips, right? I believe Shatsian UI library has that component. But this is just one of them. You hover over, you see the tooltip, and it moves as you move your cursor, right? You can literally put anything in your tooltip. Charts, like I said, words, pictures. And I've used it myself in one of my apps called Newsbear. Let me show you. So when you hover over the description box, an image will show. It automatically adjusts the position of the tooltip based on where you hover over. Number six, this is called dnd-kit. It's a lightweight component to build drag and drop experiences. Now, there used to be something called Beautiful DND, but they were bought by a big company, and I believe they deprecated the library. So just to quickly show you, this is their docs. You can take a look. Basically, draggable, droppable. And here's a simple example I found on Code Sandbox. You can drag stuff around. So it's useful if you need to build anything like what Trello does, the Kanban board. Number seven, this one's called editor.js. It's a free block style editor with a universal JSON output. It's one of those what you see is what you get editor, and I've personally used it myself in one of my apps called Budget Eats. Let me show you. So this is the app. It's basically a platform, a social platform where you can find the most budget-friendly restaurants, right? So when I go to create a post, just type any restaurant name, and it'll take me to the form. Come on, yes. So this is where I used that editor.js component. You can hit add text, blah blah, and then hit tab to hit slash to add more stuff, right? Headings. Okay, I'm gonna hit again to upload an image. Yeah. What else? Here, and hit the dots here, you can move up, move down, or delete it. Number 8, this one is called 3D card effect. It's part of the aceternity UI library. It creates this super slick, 3D effect when you hover over, and you see it elevates the elements inside the card. And I've actually used it myself in my personal site. So this is how I use it. I've listed all of the apps that I've built, and then I thought it's pretty cool. Look at that. Number 9, infinite slider. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It scrolls infinitely, horizontally, or vertically. And this is from Motion Primitives. It's free to use. I've used it myself. And one thing that's really cool is that when you hover over, see, it slows down. Very subtle, but powerful. And a good use case for this I can think of, especially when you're building SaaS, is to add this marquee display here. This is one of the SaaS landing page template I've built. Anybody can use it. I'll share the link down below. Like you can add this part to enhance your authority, right? To make you seem more legit. Of course, given that you're already legit, but makes you seem more legit. All right, last but not least, React syntax highlighter. Have you ever wondered how people show a block of code on their website, but it actually looks like code? Well, this is the library to do that. Now, there are a lot more, and I've actually built a directory to help you discover libraries you didn't know existed. These libraries saved me countless hours of work, and I realized that developers like you might face the same problem, not knowing what's out there. So this is why I created this React Lib Finder to help you quickly discover niche or lesser known libraries that solve specific problems, so you can save time, energy, and effort. And I'll put the link here as well. I hope this tool helps you make better decisions by showing you solutions that already exist, so you can focus on building great things faster. And let me know if you have any good suggestions, and I'll add to the list. Cheers.